Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and hello to all the viewers. And we have a very special match today, the final of PSL X, that is Quetta Gladiators taking on Lahore Qalandars. In order to discuss this match, I'm none other than my one of the close South African buddies, South African journalist, that is Ibrahim Yusuf. Ibrahim, Assalamu alaikum and how are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm good and you, and it's good to be back again on the channel.
Alhamdulillah. It's long time that we have been trying to connect, but due to some like domestic matters, we couldn't catch up that much. But uh, it's fine now. We have like PSL X final today, and this is I think he's the person to contact with. So we have like do in-depth analysis of this match. That is Quetta taking on Lahore, play to watch, and the match prediction, toss updates, and so on. So Ibrahim, without wasting time, first we like recall the PSL how it like proceed at this level and. Let's talk about the final two. The roads to of Lahore Qalandar and Quetta Gladiators. How do you see, starting with Quetta Gladiators, how do you see that their approach throughout the PSL? Because they have certain match winners in lights of Rally Raso, Fahim Ashram is very exceptional. Abrar with this mystery swing is like doing a fabulous job. So how you seeing that Quetta Gladiators at the start? I think start was a bit like rough and patchy. Then they catch up very like very like in ease and then get in the final two. And last now they have a like final match held. So thoughts about Quetta Gladiators, rose to final.
Quetta to the start, it looked like they were going to be a team that were dependent on their overseas players, but then the Pakistani local, the international players that they had, the local players, they stepped up. And then it just became a good combination with the overseas and the local, and they started just showing consistency. And then they looked like they were a favorite team to make the final. They topped the league phase in the end with both chipping in, having both local talent and overseas combining together. It just made for a strong team. And then at the end, you see the result. They top the league and they in the final.
And how to see Ibi the captaincy of South Skill doesn't matter most, or the as you mentioned the combination of youth and experience, especially the foreign ones, have like gelled Quetta Gladiators as a team, and their result is also there. Or South Skill did some exceptionally well. Your thoughts on that?
He's, he's done some good captaincy, but there has been a few decisions to question him, like where they played a few younger players, gave him a bit of inexperience, and there was there to question what is he doing with his decision making.
Hmm.
But once he had the experience and the blend, he did well. There he was able to manage and captain the team well. With the inexperience, there is a bit of questions, but I think he will learn with time.
Okay, in contrast, if you see that Lahore Qalandars, they have been like performing in patches. They started very good, then they like those consecutive matches. Then at the one stage, they are like even not in a qualifying scenario. Chances might be Peshawar Zalmi get a chance, but finally they able to qualify. But how can you see with a certain momentum with them beating Zalmi, beating United, and beating Karachi Kings? Might be they are going favorites in the final, but how do you see their road to the final?
They've taken a similar route to Islamabad United last year. Islamabad were out, and then they came back winning like 3, 4 games in a row. Lahore Qalandars have done a similar thing there now, and I think 4 wins in a row. Going for a fifth win tonight to take the trophy. And Lahore Qalandars have actually bounced back on the back of their young talent, which they've produced through their academy players that they've played here. Mohammad Naeem, I think Salman Mirza, they've been fines for them this season, and they've been doing that for the last couple of seasons, finding young talent and producing it for Pakistan, which is their strength. I think the concern is Shine Shah, Fridi, and Haris Rove have been inconsistent, but the young talent are really good and they're really stepping up for them. And then the overseas players are stepping up here and there. They've lost a few, but they've got some good overseas talent to
Okay, Maybe
replace
let's
them. So
talk
I
about
think
yeah, let's talk about the sensation of the like young finds of Pakistan as you mentioned. If you talk about Quetta Gladiators, Hassan Nawaz is there. Then Mohammad Naeem you mentioned. I've been very impressed with the way he starts and irrespective of the reputation of the bowler, he go with the first ball, goes on even the confidence Fakhar Zaman giving him. So Mohammad Nawaz versus Mohammad Naeem, how good is for Pakistan future? Nawaz is already representing Pakistan like against the series before that. So how can you see Nawaz, sorry, Hassan Nawaz versus like Mohammad Naeem with their
I
respective
think it's
franchise?
ve- I think it's very good. Two good players, top order, the attacking players, producing backup for Fakhar Zaman and Saim Ayub, and putting pressure on two seniors like Babar and Rizwan that you're not going to get back in the T20 team. These are the players who we're going to look at because we want the future. We want to go with what T20 is evolving to attacking. We're not going to win games if we score 160, 180. We're going to need to score 200, 220, 240. And these are the players who are going to get us the score. So it's good for Pakistan. And if the selectors are brave enough, select these players, give them chance as the season go. If they're consistent over the next 2, 3 seasons, give them chance in the Pakistan team. Pakistan should be in this position where you should back them to win at least another two
Hmm.
T20 World Cups in the coming years' time.
Okay, hopefully, inshallah. Okay, moving further, head to head, if talk about the Quetta Gladiators, the Peshawar, oh, sorry, Quetta Gladiators versus like Lahore Qalandar. Overall, I think that's a even Steven 9 to Quetta Gladiators with 10 versus Lahore Qalandars. In this particular edition, I think 1-1 by Quetta Gladiators. That was quite like compatible match, but one match was, I think, that's no result. The last match they played. So overall, you see that still even Steven, or there is additional pressure of the final as well.
I think it's even Stevens. The team that performs best on the day will win. And it will depend. Let's see what the conditions and who makes the right decisions between the two captains. And then
And
also
maybe
see which players pitch up on the day. If like key players like Fakhr Zaman pitch up for Lahore and Mohammad Naeem and Fakhr give them a good start, Lahore could take the game away.
And so many people are talking about the toss factor as well, especially in Lahore. Pindi, we have seen that's a very high scoring match. Lahore, comparatively, it's like a combination of like sometimes fast track, sometimes it's like a bit not that much faster, bit slow wicket. So, how do you think the toss impacts in that particular match? Or winning the toss, but
It'll
captain bat first or ball
it'll
first?
depend. It'll depend on what type of pitch. If it's a bit of a grassy pitch, we've seen in this season in Lahore, the ball has tended to seam around under the lights, and it's got tougher to bat on in some matches. So maybe win the toss, bat first if it's a grassy pitch, put a score on the board, and then take advantage of the conditions with your bowlers. And both have got good fast bowlers, so that could prove dangerous. And you've seen Fahim Ashraf in Lahore has found a lot of success. He's got the ball
Mhm.
to seam. He got a five in Lahore
And
in
with
good
good
conditions with the
economy too.
yeah, and a good economy, and he's got a five. So that could it's bringing even the medium paces into the game in Lahore. So if the conditions are like that again, then it'll be tough. It's like similar to maybe a test match pitch.
If we talk about the positive from both the side, we can see that Quetta already put 260 odd in this particular edition, the highest of the PSL history. And if talk about Lahore Qalandars, they chased 191 against Karachi King. Then they batted first again the last match with heavyweights of United team, and they also like won with quite comprehensive with 95 runs. That's a massive margin, and that too special team like Islamabad United, having a bunch of match winners. So do you think might be with the final match if Shaheen won the toss, he might go to the bat first, irrespective of the wicket or how it behaves, to just to put the pressure on, and they have a confidence of last match that putting 200 on the board and get the opponent out early. So if talk about the Lahore calendar, it's good if they bat first.
Definitely, I think Shaheen will look to bat first. In a final, it's always bat first, put the runs on the board, and get the pressure on the team chasing. So definitely, I think both teams will might just look to bat first, and definitely, I think Shaheen wins the toss, looks to bat first.
Okay, let's talk about the players to watch now. Moving towards the big match prediction. So if you are, I ask of like players from each side, like one, two from calendar side and two from Kota Gadi side. Whom you are going for?
I go with Salman Mirza from Qalandar side and Fakhr Zaman. For Quetta, I'm going to go for either Khwaja Nafi if he plays or Hassan Nawaz. And then in the bowling, I think Mohammad Wasim Jr.
Wasim Junior, yeah, he's been like that. Yes. Okay, guys. So prediction wise, our expert has already told you that Fakhr along with Salman Mirza have been like very trump cards for the Lahore Qalandars, and now Hassan Nawaz along with Wasim Junior can be vital for the Kotak Gladiators. Now the big time, the final prediction. Already I know at whom I be supported, but like let's talk to him regarding the final remarks. EB, Kotak Gladiators and Lahore Qalandars, and why?
I'm going with Lahore. I think they've got quite a bit of momentum. Quetta have had a bit of a break, and they've been haven't been playing, but Lahore have had a bit of a consistent run. They've played 3 games with, I think it's 4 games now where they've won all 4 in a row, set themselves up for this final. They have quite a bit more momentum. Quetta have had where they lost, won. They won the last two, but they've had quite a bit of breaks in between, and they're not playing as consistent as Lahore.
So as a neutral view, Ibrahim from South Africa going with like Lahore Qalandars, and me myself, as my jersey suggests, like I have like green and black today. So Lahore Qalandars gonna win tonight, hopefully, and inshallah. I've been like supporting Qalandars this year edition. So I hope and players to watch more or less same. Fahad Zaman always relying the match winner for Qalandar side, along with might be Haris Stroke and Trouble Quetta Gladiators batting lineup. And from Quetta side, you never know. South can chip in as a captain knock along with like if Riley Russo. I hope he will play today, so he can play a vital role. So let's see. Favorite, I think, it's Lahore Qalandar. Let's see how it goes. Ibrahim, thank you so much for joining on a very short notice. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And hopefully, inshallah, coming months in the coming series, especially the World Test Championship final in June, South Africa taking on Australia, we will cover that too. So again, brother, thank you so much for coming and sharing your thoughts. It's always a pleasure, as I told. See you in the next like video. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.
Walaikum salam.